Good morning from the Evening Standard in London. Boris Johnson has hailed a hugely significant milestone as all UK adults over 50 have been offered their first vaccine. It means the government has met its target of offering jabs to its top 9 priority groups, including the clinically vulnerable and health and social care workers, 3 days ahead of the April the 15th target date. The Joint Committee on Vaccine and Immunisation will shortly set out its advice for the next phase of the programme, which is expected to begin this week. A student has been shot dead by police after opening fire on officers responding to a report of a gunman at a Tennessee high school. Police found the student in a bathroom at Austin East Magnet High School in Knoxville on Monday. They ordered him out, but he would not comply and he reportedly opened fire, officials said, before police fired back. The Duke of Edinburgh's grandsons have hailed him as an extraordinary man and a legend of banter, as hundreds of politicians and peers shared their personal tributes. The Duke of Cambridge and Duke of Sussex recalled their grandfather as an individual authentically himself, who was filled with warmth and wit and devoted to the monarch, as they joined the nation in honouring his memory. On a day of eulogies for Philip, hours of tributes were also heard in the Parliaments of London, Edinburgh and Cardiff, including by more than 100 MPs in the House of Commons. The fatal shooting of a black man by a police officer in Minnesota was an accident. A police chief has said Dante Wright, 20, was shot after the officer meant to use a taser, but mistakenly drew her gun instead, according to Brooklyn Centre Chief Tim Gannon. Gannon described the shooting as an accidental discharge. The State Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is investigating. Wright died on Sunday in an area that was already on edge because of the trial of the first of 4 police officers charged in George Floyd's death. And finally, Londoners could be seen dancing in the streets of Soho on the first night out since lockdown restrictions were lifted. Revellers tasted the first signs of freedom as crowds gathered in the heart of the West End, but some warned of very little social distancing. Police officers patrolled busy areas of the capital last night as hordes of people enjoyed alfresco dining and drinks after coronavirus restrictions eased in England. And in Soho, pedestrianised streets hosted thousands of revellers with spontaneous bouts of clapping and dancing.